me here. Right time, right place.
streaming live. Full Velocity TV begins now.
Every Friday night, and happy to have you aboard here this evening at the legendary Williams Grove Speedway here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's show. Phil LaCasse here, going to fly solo on the commentary tonight. Got Jack chewing on the controls for me here this evening, and going to be a great night of racing here from the Williams Grove Speedway here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Qualifying efforts just getting wrapped up here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Good field of cars here in the pit area. It looks like we got at least, it looks like 3 heat races coming out of the docket here. So the first of those about to pull out to the racetrack. So we'll bring you here down to trackside. We'll bring you through here what the starting lineup is for heat race number 1 for the Sim Addicts 360 Sprint Car Series. On the pole this evening is going to be the driver of car number 55. That is Robert Satterfield. And alongside number 39 car, that is Julian Aikman. And runner number 2 on the inside, number 99, is Seth Cheney with the 269 of James Grace alongside. And runner number 3, the number 23 car, we find Jonathan Smith, and alongside in that very fast number 2, that is Kendall Tucker. And rolling shotgun on the field, the 7-car heat race. Car number 68, our buddy Rachel Ron Piles. We're off here of the 7th edition here at the Williams Grove Speedway heat race. Is going to be 8 laps in distance. We are Speedway for the Sim Addicts, so a lot of preliminary stuff to get there. So we'll look at the action here as they work their way through turns number 3 and 4 here. We'll see if the iRacing.com pace truck will come in this time. We'll make one more ceremonious trip around the speedway. Looks like we're going to take at least one more trip here. So give it a brief moment here before we get racing action underway. Thank our sponsors here that make everything possible. Racing Network. Thank our buddy Firearms.com, and also check out Full Throttle with the Jet on YouTube. A great podcast Brennan does every couple of days here following all stuff of the NASCAR world. Great insight there. Check him out. Full Throttle with the Jet here on YouTube. It's Firearms.com. Also going to thank Jeff Brown over at iRacing, iFlag, Jim Revis over at Evil One Graphics, Jameson over at CNC Races Eyes, the gang at DirtSeries.com, and all these guys do such a lot of great things for us here behind the scenes of the Full Velocity Racing Network, and our good buddy Charles, who we just merged with Virtual Racing Network. We're going to have a great fourth, and Tucker are going to run in the top 5. So we said we're guaranteed to take the top 3 into the feature event. We may race them all. I guess we'll wait for all the iRacing stuff here to sort itself out. But heat race number 1 in the books. Heat race number 2 about to run off the racetrack. So let's go see if we can't take a peek at the starting lineup for heat race number 2. That's his car lineup. On the pole for the second heat race of the night will be car number 19, Jeremy Zarfros, rolled off of the pole here in heat race number 2, and alongside in the 714, that is Brennan Lacey. In row number 2, the 28 is Dylan Hutchinson with the number 17, the Tennessee Tumbler Brett rolls alongside. In the third row, the 515 of Chris Cox, Ethan Stuckwish, who rolls off next. He's in the number 33 car, and rolling shotgun on the field aboard car number 3. That is Corey Roller in the number 3 car. A new name to us here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Great to always have new names here. 7 more drivers going to take their trip around the Williams Grove Speedway here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Looking out there through Facebook chat. I'm glad to see our buddy Andy is out there. Lisa's out there as well. And I see our buddy Todd, my partner in crime. Oh, he's out there busy in the middle of a move right now from one place to another. And Todd out there giving us a little producer advice back there. Car is a little too loud, so we'll get that adjusted down there. Jack's got his fingers at the controls. He'll get that all worked out, make sure our stopper sound are balanced. But lights will go out here around the iRacing.com pace truck, and next time around, we'll see 7 drivers here from the 360 Sprint cars take their turn around the legendary half mile here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania's very own Williams Grove Speedway. A place the Pennsylvania posse has just reigned king here for years and years and years. Names like Fast Fred Raymer come to mind here of guys who have done it. Doug Wolfgang was a hot shoe out here at the Williams Grove Speedway as well. So we're talking sprint car royalty right there. And awesome to come here tonight to the Williams Grove Speedway and do this with a 360 group for Sim Addicts Racing. Glad to do this every Friday night, but off of the corner, iRacing.com pace truck makes its way in, turning the field over to Jeremy Zarfros, the 19. He's going to jump on it. We're green flag racing here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Jeremy out to the race lead. Brennan Lacey going to fall in for 2. Race back there is for the 3rd spot between, it looks like, rolls to the top side in the 17. Old Dylan Hudson's 28 car. He'll roll down low. They're door to door through 3 and 4 for that 3rd spot. I see one car blinking out to the front of that pack as well, and I'm not sure if that was Dylan or not, but tough to tell from this vantage point where they are. I see Brett rolling along the outside. It looks like that the 28 car, Dylan Hutchinson, there running 3rd, so it wasn't the Hutch machine that was kind of blinking out of my view. Hopefully he's got that all worked out up front. Right where we left it there, Sarfros and that number 19 car with Brennan Lacey, the 714. Those guys have run a second and a half off over Hutchinson, Rolls, and Ethan Stuckwish back there. Those guys are really racing hard there for 3 through 5 off of now turn number 3 and 4 here to complete lap number 3. They're almost 3 wide back there again, maybe 4 wide back there as Stuckwish and Chris Cox is back there. And those guys all just bouncing off each other through 1 and 2, and somehow they all keep it straight. That happened right around Brett Rolls in the 17. Brett able to stay clear of all that fracas back there, but up front, it's right where we've left it so far here. We're at car number 19. Jeremy Zarfros leading the 714 of Brennan Lacey. The race back there has been for 3rd and 4th. Rolls holding it on. Chris Cox, Ethan Stuckwish is right there. Dylan Hutchinson now back to the 6th spot, and Corey Roller, the number 3 car, he's back there riding in the 7th position. So tough break for Corey here in the opening laps. Already halfway home here in heat race number 2, and it's all been Jeremy Zarfros, the 19, up front over Brennan Lacey. So I'll go back there and keep pace with what those guys are doing, because they've got 3.5 seconds on this race for 3rd with our Rolls and now Ethan Stuckwish and Hutchinson and Cox. Those guys all just changing positions back there for 3rd and 4th on back, but it's still Zarfros up front now with 2 to go here in heat race number 2 down the backstretch. And Brennan Lacey, 714, he is right there on the back bumper of that car. He's going to look to the high side here through 3 and 4. Jeremy may get stuck down low off the turn as we get to the white flag. One more trip around. Zarfros gets a great run off the low side of the 19. Going to run it here off the low end in 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, 5 car lengths. Still going to keep that thing crowded down to the low side of the racetrack. Got to make Lacey pass him the hard way up high through 3 and 4. Checkered flag going to go in the air. Jeremy Zarfros going to pick up the win aboard car number 19. Brendan Lacey going to come in for 2. That race for 3rd looks like it's going to go to Ethan Stuckwish in a 33 car. Brett Rolls for 4. Dylan Hutchinson going to finish up 5th with Chris Cox and Corey Roller, our 7-car field there. So that was pretty exciting. Good run there by Zarfos up front to lead that one wire to wire. So we're 2 heat races in the books. We've got 1 more to go with 7 cars going out to the docket. So let's get these guys get staged, and we'll take you through our starting lineup. All right, the car is going to roll off the speedway here, off the front straightaway behind the iRacing.com pace truck. So let's take you through our 7 trucks that make up our 3rd and final heat race of the night. On the pole is going to be car number 199 of Sean Bowers with the number 72 of Kyle Moonen alongside. In run number 2 on the inside, car number 20, Stephen Calavoda rolling off 3rd alongside of Stephen aboard the 38 car. That is Rick Gibson. In run number 3, the 0-1 car is Christopher Miller, and alongside in the number 12, that is Aaron Leitzel. And rolling up shotgun on the field here will be car number 21 of Scotty Edwards. So if my math is correct, 7 times 3, I think we have 21 cars here in the pit area tonight at the Williams Grove Speedway. So if my math is correct, I think probably going to start them all, but I guess we'll wait and see what the iRacing scoring system does here after our 3rd heat race of the night. See if we skip through the C's and the B's and get right to the A main. So I guess we'll have to wait for that to pop up here on our screen once we get these 8 laps under conclusion here. But this one should be fun here with names like Bowers and Moonen on the front row. Stephen Calavoda making a rare Friday night appearance over here at the Sim Addicts. Good to see old Stephen out there. Rick Gibson on the outside. No, he knows how to get around in one of these sprint cars. Also Christopher Miller back there. Aaron Leitzel and Scotty Edwards, who has shown some pretty good speed as well. So this one here is probably going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. So the field this time going to work its way through 3 and 4 on the west end of the speedway, and I think that's going to put us here. iRacing.com pace truck is surrendered for cover. We're green flag racing here. 3rd and final heat race of the night. Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for esports racing, finds car number 199 of Sean Bowers going to lead the field off of turn number 2. Kyle Moonen 2nd spot there in the 72, and they are racing high, wide, and handsome back there for 3rd at the line. It looks like off the corner it's going to be Calavoda making the move on Moonen for 2nd. So put Steven up to 2nd, Moonen back to 3rd, Miller down the 0-1 up to the 4th spot there. The back stretches. Those guys continue to race pretty hard back there for 3rd and 4th. Moonen getting kicked up the hill. And those guys really going at it for 3rd is Miller and Moonen. The 0-1 and the 72 going at it for the 3rd spot now through 1 and 2. And I'm looking back up front as Bowers is leading, but here comes Calavoda's number 20. Stevens got that thing rolling along, and he may run down the back of Bowers here this time off turn number 4 if he doesn't clip up there. Nope, Sean going to do it. That's perfect. Hold off that 3-car length advantage over the 20 car back there. As I've settled back here to this race, the 3rd going on with Moonen in the 72 car. Christopher Miller's 0-1 there as well. It looks like you had a new car enter that dance as well, and that being Aaron Leitzel in the number 12 car, moving his way now up to the 4th spot. So good racing going back here for 3rd, 4th, and 5th, but up front, it is still car number 199 of Sean Bowers leading the way here halfway home in our 3rd and final heat race of the night. Stephen Calavoda in for 2 now. Aaron Leitzel in the 12 car. He's going to make his way up to the 3rd spot with Christopher Miller now. Rick Gibson running in our top 5. Kyle Moonen having some issues here. It looks like Scotty Edwards may elect to run this one here tonight from either the feature, or he may just be out there eyeing the sky for these guys here tonight. Not exactly sure, but as we race here to 2 to go, off the corner, Calavoda makes his way to the inside. Looks like he may grab the point here off of turn number 4. Stephen Calavoda now up to the lead over Sean Bowers in the 199. They're still racing back there for 3rd between Leitzel in the 12, Miller in the 01 car, Rick Gibson in the 38 car. Those guys are all back there 3rd, 4th, and 5th having a good run. So we're racing up front for the lead. 3-car race for 3rd as we go back side by side for the lead here. Bowers down to the low side under Calavoda off the corner. Stephen going to carry all the momentum up high, but can Sean find it down low here as we're white flag here. Final heat race of the night into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag going to go in the air. Steven Calavoa going to pick up the win here in the top 20 car. Sean Bowers in for second. Third, we'll find the number 01 of Christopher Miller going to hold on for third. Rick Gibson going to finish up fourth. Aaron Leitzel and Kyle Moon in our 6-car field there. That one was pretty competitive. Great move by Calavoa there to take down the win. So 3 heat races in the books. And let's see where this dance may click to next here. It looks like we're going to shoot out right up to our 40-lap feature event. So it looks like we're going to have a brief little warm-up session. So what we'll do here now, once again, we'll thank our sponsors here at Full Velocity Racing Network. Got to thank Brendan Spadafora over at Spadafora Firearms. Check his website out, SpadaforaFirearms.com. If you want to purchase a new gun, expand an existing one, need ammunition, or whatever else you may need out there, check out Brendan's website there. And also look up Full Throttle with the Gent here on YouTube and check out his podcast there. Some really great, insightful stuff from Brendan Spadafora right there. Also, a big shout to our buddy Jeff Brown over at iRacing iFlag. And rumor has it they made a big driver announcement here with Blake Majoltas, joining the iRacing iFlag fleet of drivers. Check out one of Jeff's widgets there, those pit boxes, telemetry stuff. They make a great addition to your sim racing rig. So head over to iRacing iFlag now and check it all out. Also, you're looking for a great new car wrap? Well, look no further than our buddy Joe Revis over at Evil One Graphics. Check his site out now. Evil One Graphics, they're not only good, they are evil. Also, I'm going to check out our buddy Jameson Colbridge. If Jim's busy, get a hold of Jameson over at CNC Race Designs. He will hook you up with a nice, fresh new paint. Look the best in show while winning all the dough. Join Team CCRD today by heading over to CNC Race Designs on Facebook. Hell yeah. Also, got to thank the guys over at DirtSeries.com. Josh, Jameson, Earl, the guys over there. Great league. Do a lot for us behind the scenes as well. I'm going to give those guys a shout out as well. And Josh for his help behind the scenes with our camera work. Thanks to those guys. And also going to give a shout out to Tyler Blankenship over at Hanover Record Services. Some help for us behind the scenes as well. Make some contributions from our buddy Charles here with the overlays as well. So I think you see if our caution flag comes out tonight, it may just be sponsored by Hanover Record Service. So check out Tyler now. If you see Tyler out there, say thank you for supporting us here at Full Velocity Racing Network, as we got a lot of stuff to unveil here over the next couple of weeks as the machine is getting put together as we speak. So we've got a couple of minutes here left in the warm-up at the Williams Grove Speedway. So what do we say now? We throw this thing trackside. Let's pay homage to this great country, the United States of America, and the playing of our national anthem. Back here live, the Williams Grove Speedway, Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for esports racing. If you have a need out there, you can find us down here. Contact us through our Facebook Live page, Full Velocity Racing Network. You can drop us through an email, drive us a direct message through there, and stay tuned because website is coming shortly. As we're going to be a lot of stuff going on here in the next couple of days. As Todd, myself, and Jack, and Ron, and Charles are going to put our heads together. We got the website all ready to relaunch. Just have to plant some stuff in, and it's going to be ready to rock and roll. FullVelocityRacingNetwork.com is going to be the home on the web here for the Full Velocity Racing Network here, as we said, your source for esports racing as we turn our attention now to the racetrack here, the half-mile Williams Grove Speedway in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. The Sim Addicts 360 sprint car racing going to go green for 40 laps tonight. So what do you think? We take us through our starting lineup for the evening. On the pole for our 21 car scheduled main event is going to go out like this. On the pole will be car number 55, fastest qualifier here tonight, won his heat race. That is Robert Satterfield, and alongside of Robert, and the number 19, that is Jeremy Zarfros. In number 2 on the inside, the number 20 car of Stephen Calavona, alongside the number 39 of Julian Inman. In number 3, we find the number 714 car of Brennan Lacey with a 199 of Sean Bowers. In the 4th row, the 269 of James Grayson, alongside of James is the number 33, that is Ethan Suckwish. In row number 5 on the inside, the 01 is Christopher Miller with the number 99 of Seth Cheney, alongside, starting off in the 11th position tonight, the driver of car number 17, that is Brett Rolls, and alongside of him, Har Motorsports Racing teammate, and the number 38, that is Rick Gibson. Kendall Tucker going to start deep in the field here tonight. He's driving car number 2. He will start 13th, and alongside the number 28, that is Dylan Hutchison. 15th starter here this evening aboard car number 12. We find Aaron Lightsout alongside Aaron in the number 68. That's our buddy Raging Ron Piles rolling off in 16th. 17th starter here tonight, the 515. That is Chris Cox, and alongside of Chris, the number 72, that is Kyle Moonen. Jonathan Smith will roll off tonight from 19th position aboard car number 23. Corey Roller in the number 3 going to roll off alongside there and scheduled to show shotgun on the field. Well, I'm not sure he's made the trick onto the racetrack tonight. That is going to be car number 21, Scotty Edwards. And it looks like Scotty going to elect to take this one from the pit area here and watch on the stands here tonight. So we're going to have 20 drivers taking to the Williams-Grove Speedway for 40 laps around. So if you're out there watching here tonight, Full Velocity Racing Network on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch TV, you are in the right place for speed here tonight, because these guys in the 360s are about to crank it up in a big way here at the Williams-Grove Speedway. The iRacing.com page truck is going to surrender its way for cover. And off of turn number 4, where Starter looks over the field. Green flag going up in the air. We are racing for a 40-lap feature event right away to turn number 1 and 2. It's Robert Satterfield of the 55 going to take the lead. Stephen Calavona going to go to the outside of the 19 of Jeremy Zarfros. That's going to be racing for the second spot. In turns number 3 and 4, they're 2 wide behind him as well. Where we find Julian Inman's number 39 with Brendan Lacey in the 714. But as we come back to complete lap number 1, caution flag. Caution going to roll to the speedway immediately out there. Not sure if this one's got somebody involved, as I did see the number 3 car of Corey Roller, put himself toward pit road. I'm thinking this one may have got the number 38 of Rick Gibson around. So let's see if we can't maybe go back and take a peek, or click on over here to this screen and see if we can go back, because I'm sure Jack will find something happening. We'll go back and check it out here with a Full Velocity Racing Network, a replay here. Brought to you by, it looks like, the folks at Hanover Wrecker Service. So we're clicking on through. Jack's going to give us a show of what he's got down there. And not sure, it looks like Rick may have got any help or got around by himself. But all I do know is a 38 car. I'll let you guys tell the story, as you're probably seeing it about the same time I'm going to see it back here live on the feed when it shuffles on through. And tough to tell from there if Rick got a little bit of help or whatever was going on. But Rick Gibson around in a knot here tonight at the Williams-Grove Speedway. Going to have that starting position up there amongst the top 12. Now going to have to roll him back to the 19th position. It looks like he may already be 1 lap down here. I think Rick may be on pit road. So some damage there to the back end of a 38 car. Not the way Rick Gibson wanted to start his night here at the Williams-Grove Speedway here. But we'll keep it rolling along, because we got a lot of racing still left to go higher the docket this evening. 40 laps to main event. We were only on lap number 2. We were just completing lap number 1 as the yellow flag came out. So up front are 3 heat race winners. Robert Satterfield, Jeremy Zarfros, Stephen Calavona. That's your top 3. Second place finisher of the heat were Brendan Lacey, Julian Inman, James Grace. Wouldn't you know, they run 4 through 6. You find Sean Bowers in for 7th. Ethan Stuckwish currently running 8th. Brett rolls in for 9th, and Seth Cheney ranking our top 10. Keep an eye on the deuce. Kendall Tucker, he's back there in the 11th position, so we'll update with his progress over the course of the night. But looks like this time off of turn number 4, we're going to go back to green flag racing at the Grove. Robert Satterfield going to lead the field on turn number 1 and 2, and right away Calavona going to run that 20 down to the inside. That's a great run off the corner for 20. He may get a launch all the way up to the race lead here through the corners. He's been done now. One car sideways. I'm not sure if that was that Satterfield's 55 car that got turned around there. I believe it was Satterfield's car around, caught up in a wreck, and we are already yellow flag over there in turn number 3. I think Robert may have had a little bit of help from, I believe it was a 19 of Jeremy Zarfros, and may have gotten to the left rear of that car and just helped him get around, and it stacked a couple more cars back there with him. Looking likes of Christopher Miller getting a piece. Aaron Lightso got stuck back there as well. So tough break for Robert Satterfield, who set tonight's quick time, put it on the pole here by way of winning heat race number 1, and now early on in the going here, within the first 10 laps of the race, 55 car going to have to go back to the rear of the field. Looks like he'll restart around 17th. Believe that car's still rolling and okay, but looks like he took a little bit of hit there to the left front of the race car, so it's still rolling. We hope it's going to handle okay, but we'll keep an eye on that. But a new race leader has emerged, as you can say. The number 19, Jeremy Zarfros, now going to lead over the 20 of Stephen Calavoda. In for the 3rd position, currently we will find Brendan Lacey in the 714. Sean Bauer is going to run in 4th, and Brett Roll is going to run our top 5. James Grace going to piece that little wreck there as well, kicked him back to 6th. Ethan Stuckwish for 7th. Julian Inman for 8th. Kendall Tucker now up to the 9th spot. And Seth Cheney going to run in our top 10. 11th, we find Ron Piles. Jonathan Smith in for 12th. Kyle Moonen, Dylan Hutchinson, and Robert Satterfield going to make up our current top 15 here at the Williams Grove Speedway, with Chris Cox, Christopher Miller, Aaron Leitzel, and Rick Gibson running in our 19-car field. Not sure if Rick's going to make it back on the speedway, as that car had a little bit of damage down there. May have had some stuff to fix. He's currently 6 laps down and losing more time down there in the pit lane as we happen. So it looks like we're going to go green flag racing. Next time around, going to be the last attempt at a double file restart for these guys tonight at the Sim Addicts. I see the 19 or the 38 car. That car done for the evening. They're pushing it back into the infield. So Rick Gibson night is done there. But we'll turn our attention back here to the field. Off the west end of the speedway, over in turns number 3 and 4. Jeremy Zarfros and Stephen Calavoda are going to lead the field back to the green off of turn number 4. And Calavoda right away drives down to the inside, almost stalls the run of the 714 of Brendan Lacey. Going to stack those guys up 2 and almost 3 wide behind. Calavoda in for 2nd. Look at the run, the 19. Jeremy Zarfros gets there, leading the field now off of turn number 4 by almost 10 car lengths. One car getting really loose back there. It was Calavoda's number 20 that was almost around off the 4th turn. Not sure if he made contact with the wall or whatever happened there, but Steven going to drop back now outside the top 5 as we got Brendan Lacey now up to 2nd. Brett rolls in for 3rd, and caution flag. Yellow for the 3rd time. Only working lap number 10 here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Going to come out here and see if we can go back here and take a quick look. No, Jack will be busy down there, try to give you a picture as well. And looking like I see some names coming down the list here, and I think I see is it Mr. Piles? It may be Ron. It may be Seth Cheney. I think those are 2 good candidates there, Jack. If you're looking for a replay, I think you may find a little something around those 2 cars. They were up there running amongst the ranks of a back part of the top 10. And as Jack goes back to show the replay, and so unfortunately, I think my stream over here is very much delayed. So I'm going to try to see what I can do to catch it up over here. We'll see if I can help him go back here and view through the replays. But I can say definitely for sure, Biles was definitely involved. I think him and the 99 of Cheney both involved in the wreck. So I guess, as Todd would say, you make the call out there tonight live, Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch TV. Here is a 360 sprint car action. Friday Night Lights, I like to call it tonight. Over here for the guys at the Sim Addicts with the 360. It's always fun to come over here. Appreciate Jeremy Freeman for having us over here on Tuesdays and Friday nights. A lot of fun to come over here. Call all the racing action is I missed our partner Todd here on Friday nights, but I know he's got a lot going on. Racing action about to set stage up there at the Acton Motorsports Park in upstate New York, where Todd resides, where he does all the tech inspecting up there. So things about to get busy. He's finishing up the move he's been working on for the last couple of months. So we'll fly here solo on a Friday night. I was going to ask Ron if he wanted to join us, but Mr. Piles decided I want to go out there and take a hand at the racetrack, and I've got no problem with that. These guys, when I get out there, and they can get a bit dirty out there, because I'm all about watching you guys race and talking all about it. So you won't catch me much with the steering wheel in my hands. It's usually not a good idea. So well, I think we're getting set to go back to green flag racing. I believe the lights are out atop the iRacing.com pace truck as they work their way down the backstretch, heading toward the west end here in turns number 3 and 4. We got single file restarts the rest of the night now for these guys at the Sim Addicts. They still got 27 laps remaining. Pace truck is making its way in. Jeremy Zarfro's going to lead the field, crawling on the floor. Green flag going to go back in the air as he punches that throttle pedal down. Jeremy going to lead now. Brendan Lacey and Sean Bowers into the corner there. Calavona now up to 4th. And Kendall Tucker, the number 2, he's got the deuce rolling up into the top 5 aboard car number 2. He's going to swing it down in the middle of a 3-wide fracas off of turn number 3 and 4 as they race back there for 3rd and 4th on back. Tucker going to lose that 3rd spot now to Steven Calavona. He's going to hold on to 3rd. Tucker for 4th, and Bowers to the 199. He's going to hold on to position number 5, but Jeremy Zarfros, the number 19 up front's got Brendan Lacey in the 714 there running 2nd, but just still side by side for that 3rd spot off the corner. Calavona versus Tucker. Looks like giving a Kendall there as that deuce is flying on the outside of the racetrack, making his way to the front of the field. Now off of turn number 2, Kendall Tucker into the 3rd spot here in the 2. So can he chase down our likes of our racer up there? Jeremy Zafros to the 19 car. Brendan Lacey, 714, having a great run now. But Kendall Tucker be our 3rd place runner right now. Calavona going to be kicked back to 4th. And good little race going back there for the 5th spot now with Brett Rolls of the 17. The 199 of Sean Bowers. They're racing at it for the 5th spot. Looks like give it to Rolls for the time being off the turn as he's got Bowers a check behind him as it looks like these guys pull it all the way down to the low side at corner exit and drift it all the way back up to the wall here in entry. But you see Rolls driving it deep down to the bottom now off of turn number 2. It looks like he may pull alongside. Is that the 20? It is. Calavona there is Rolls and Calavona going to go at it for the 4th spot now off of turn number 4 is Yellow going to come back to the racetrack. Yellow Hanky now, I believe, for the 4th, 5th time here is the scratch pad is way gone, approaching now halfway. 19 of 40 on the board. Sim Addicts 360 Sprint Car Series been marred by a whole lot of yellow flag early. We've already saw guys like Rick Gibson out of this race. Aaron Lights on that 1 lap down, and this one looks like it may have got the 23 car of Jonathan Smith, and I'm thinking it may be a selfie on this one if I got the view right. The 23, 12 car. Oh, this is 23 car. 23 of Jonathan Smith getting a little tad bit out of shape and around, and I think that it's going to be responsible for putting us here under yellow now. I believe the 4th time here of the evening here for the Full Velocity Racing Network, Williams Grove Speedway. Great to have you all aboard here as usual here. Friday Night Lights, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Having a good time out here. Phil and Jack Truin, the Phil and Jack Attack. Right here on a Friday night. Jack's going to roll out the replay for you now, and I'm pretty sure I'll let him whisper in my ear what happened here, but I think the 23 may have went in by himself. It was. He got in there by himself, got hot, got it loose, turned it around, and Jonathan Smith going to bring out our 4th caution flag here overnight at the Williams Grove Speedway as look to get back here, hopefully the green flag racing next time around. It looks like the starter got that start in a flag in hand, clenching it down. One more trip around there, boys. We'll go back. Green flag racing. He gives it to the 19 of Jeremy Zarfos. 2nd, we find the number 2 now of Kendall Tucker in for 2nd. Brendan Lacey 3rd. Brett Rolls up to 4th, and Steven Calavona a top 5. That is a very, very solid top 5 right there for the guys here at the Sim Addicts. 6th, we find Sean Bowers. Ethan Stuckwish running in 7th. 8th is Kyle Moonen. James Grayson 9th, and Dylan Hutchison. Oh, Hutch. He's found his way back to a top 10. Robert Satterfield, the number 55, he is rebounded back up to 11th, and he's got a 2nd half of this race to get it done. So we'll keep an eye on the number 55 as they work off the west end of Lurie Speedway. Pace truck has surrendered its way in for cover. We're going to go back to green flag racing to start. Throws it out over the field. Zarfo's going to lead the field back to turn number 1. On the low side, right up on the high lane there, you see Kendall Tucker keeping it wound up high in the deuce. Brendan Lacey there in the 714 for 3rd, and here comes Brett Rolls in the number 17. He's up to 4th and may look for more through the corner as they are door to door. I guess there's no doors to these things, but call that 2nd place now going to belong to looks like Tucker going to hold off Brendan Lacey there for 2nd. That's a good race going on. Rolls also entering that fight as well as they hit now turn number 3. Zarfos to the number 19. A little bit loose there as he runs the bottom lane of the racetrack. Kendall Tucker moving up high. Good little race here on lap number 24. So we're down to about 16, 17 laps to go here tonight at the half mile Williams Grove Speedway, and a drag race for the lead down into turn number 3. Jeremy Zaffro, split number 19, has been all night long down low. Kendall Tucker trying to make it happen up high. He's got the cushion road. Give Kendall Tucker the lead here as we hit lap 25. Look at the way the number 19 runs that bottom off of turn number 2 as he almost pulls up alongside there to battle for the race lead. He'll try it again through 3 and 4. Tucker's going to do something high. Zaffro's going to be back in the throttle down low. But yellow going to come back on the speedway here. Yellow flag now for the 5th time on lap number 26. And as we look back here, as I look down toward the pit lane, I've seen Aaron Leitzel's cars down there with some damage. So looks like Aaron is done for the night. Looks like, see, Ron Piles 1 lap down. Jonathan Smith 1 lap down, I should say. He's behind the wall. Aaron Leitzel was 1 lap down. Smith's car's in the pit area. He's got those 2 crossed up. But this one here, not sure if Piles got a piece of this again, or Cox, or maybe Julian Inman back there was, there were 3 that were right around where it was. So I'll let Jack tell me when he finds the replay what the heck he found down there, because I'm not going to screw up here my live ticker here and, miss the restart, because I am real good at doing that. So we'll keep it right here. Let Jack do his magic down there, and I'll do my best here to keep up and look over here to Facebook Live chat is trying to get my feed to restore over here. Piles was definitely involved. That we do know. Definitely Piles involved. Can't tell if the other 2 cars may have got this one as they went out of view. I think it was just Piles there. I don't think Inman and Cox had any piece of the wreck here. So Ron Piles having an issue here tonight. 2nd time he's gone around at the Williams Grove Speedway. Just going to thank you guys once again for watching us out there tonight. There, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. You haven't done so yet, like us, share us, follow us. How about the new digs here at FVRN? Absolutely awesome merger there with Full Velocity TV, Virtual Racing Network joining forces to create the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for esports racing. The new website, as we said, about to be coming out here. Our talent roster is just expanded in a big way. We'll be able to cover a whole lot more races, a lot more programming. Going to be right here on this channel night after night. So glad you guys are aboard for the ride here. Big family of Full Velocity Racing Network, and it goes with you guys out there as well. If you're out there watching, you got anything to give? How about some stars donations, gang? If you enjoy what I'm doing out here, you think Jack's doing a good job at the controls, throw us some stars donations. They help us do a lot of things. We got a lot of stuff coming in the pipeline, and like to do a whole lot more. So stars donations, gang, out there on Facebook Live. But we go back to green flag racing now with the 2 of Kendall Tucker now with the race lead over the 19 of Jeremy Zarfros there in the backstretch into turn number 3. Look back there, we find the 714 of Lacey still in for 3rd. Californo holding on for 4th. And Sean Bowers has bested himself around the 17 car of Brett Rose now currently up in the top 5 as we're starting to run down our laps here. Next time by, we're going to put 2 fistful of knuckles down and give 10 to go to our current race leader aboard car number 2 of Kendall Tucker. Into the 3rd turn they go here, and Kendall going to run down low. Think he's seeing something Jeremy may be doing, and maybe observing and want to impede the run of the 19 car down to the low side. Brendan Lacey, 714, he's keeping up with these guys as well, but I see Kendall run the high lane through 1 and 2. He gets a good launch off the corner, and now it's through 3 and 4. He is finding that low lane down there, so he must be something there that he has got to his liking, as Kendall Tucker making it happen down to the low side up there in the lead. Now Jeremy making something happen as he may throw a slider here in turn number 1 and 2 as he drove it deep to the inside. Almost going to pull alongside down the backstretch. Car lifts a little bit there on the left front, so Jeremy rolls out of it. They drift to the high lane this time through 3 and 4. They'll stay in the tire tracks off the corner. Tucker going to continue to lead Zarfos there down the front stretch to complete lap number 32. 3rd, we still find Brendan Lacey, Steven Calavona now holding on to the 4th spot. Sean Bowers in for 5th. Ethan Stuckwish in for 6th, and maybe the fastest car on the racetrack right now, maybe the 55 of Robert Satterfield. Robert has worked his way back up to 7th, but these little laps to go, it may be tough for the 55 now as he swings to the low side of the Stuckwish machine. So Satterfield now looking to pick up the 6th spot here through turns number 1 and 2, and may chase down the back of a 20 car of Calavona and the 199 of Bowers there through the corner. 55 of Satterfield. That thing is on a roll right now off of 3 and 4. But let's see where he sorts out here at the line. Going to maintain now, but it looks like he'll drop a spot there. Losing time on the low side is him and Seth Cheney race side by side. James Grace is right there a little bit behind as well. with the Ethan Stuckwish car up ahead. But up front, as we're starting to click down on laps, this time by under 5 laps remaining for the number 2 car. Kendall Tucker up front with the 19 of Zarfos. He is going to pester him down the backstretch. Jeremy going to run low as he's done all night long. Kendall going to keep it up high this time through 3 and 4. And it's cool to see how the racetrack has changed for these guys, because Kendall gets that big run off of the corner and pulls it out by 6 car lengths this time down the front stretch back into turn number 1 and 2. Where we find the 19, as he's done all night long, going to keep that thing glued to the low side. And I'm anxious to talk to these guys on the post-race show and see how their cars were set up and how the different lines of the racetrack benefited their runs here this evening. But off of the corner this time, Kendall going to complete lap number 37. So we got 3 more trips around here at the Williams Go Speedway. Kendall Tucker versus Jeremy Zarfos. They're racing for the lead down the back straightaway here this time. Starter going to put 2 sticks up in the air. 2 more trips around here off of turn number 4 for the race leader. Car number 2, Kendall Tucker with the 19 there for second. Running in that 3rd spot, we still find Brendan Lacey, but he's 2.7 seconds behind. This battle up there for the lead. 4th, we find Steven Calavoda and Sean Bowers holding on for a very impressive top 5 run there as the leaders working its way through 3 and 4. As caution going to come out of the speedway, this may be the race back to the flag. And it looks like Kendall Tucker going to win the race back to the yellow and the white, as that may do it here this evening, as we're going to get the checkered flag behind the iRacing.com page truck this time off of 3 and 4. So it looks like it's going to be Kendall Tucker, we'll call unofficially right now the winner. But as long as that car don't run out of fuel here off of turns number 3 and 4, looks like the Deuce is going to make its way into victory lane. So pace truck going to follow its way off of 4. The starter pushed that checkered flag in the yellow up in the air, and he is going to crown the number 2 car of Kendall Tucker, your winner this week at the Williams Go Speedway for the 360 Sprint Car Series over at the Sim Addicts. It is going to be Jeremy Zarfos in for second. Third will be Brendan Lacey. Steven Calavoda in for 4th. Sean Bowers is going to fight out your top 5. Seth Cheney going to finish up 6th, with Robert Satterfield in there for 7th. James Grace for 8th. Ethan Stuckwish 9th. Julian Inman going to run out your top 10. Brett Rolls comes in tonight 11th. Christopher Midler for 12th. Dylan Hutchison for 13th. Ron Piles 14th, and 15th will be Kyle Moonen. Final car to lead lap will be Aaron Leitzel, number 12. 3 laps down 17th, we find Chris Cox, Jonathan Smith behind the wall, and also the number 38 of Rick Gibson. So 19 drivers took the green flag here at the Williams Go Speedway. And our big winner tonight aboard car number 2 is Kendall Tucker, as he burns it down on the front straightaway. We'll jump over to the Discord over at the Sim Addicts. We'll be back here live in about 60 seconds with the post-race show here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Sound muted.
Network, your source for esports racing, with the post-race show here tonight over in the Sim Addicts Discord channel. Catching up now with our top 3, and first up on the docket, the driver of number 714, the door slamming Brendan Lacey, the number 714. Brendan finishing up 3rd here tonight. First of all, a really good solid car. Those 2 guys are just so good in front of you here tonight. Racetrack seems to be in really good shape. Tell us about your run here.
Yeah, track was had quite a bit of moisture up top in it, and then I didn't think the bottom was actually going to be there, because 3 and 4, everyone knows how tight it is around the Grove here, and I figured that being the top of 3 and 4 was going to be fast, but I knew it was going to be right on the wall, and you have to be careful. So once I found that the bottom lane was in and my car hooked there, I was like, well, I'm just going to pretty much run it here and see what happens. But once those 2 kind of got battling there and got to the top, they just started driving away. So they had one heck of a race in front of me.
They really did. Those two guys were probably the class of the field here all night. Jeremy started up front. Kendall had to come from the 13th position. So that's one heck of a ride. You know the talent that guy's got with two car. But we turn to your run out here at the Williams Grove Speedway in the third spot. Brendan, the little times I've seen you out here at Williams Grove, it really seems like you have a liking for this racetrack because every time I see you out here, you always have a good solid race car underneath you. Tell us about that team behind you giving you those setups.
Yeah, I gotta thank Scotty Edwards from Team Driven. Man, he really puts in the work day after day to get them setups working like they should. And again tonight, it showed that the work he's putting in is actually paying off. And I'm proud to be part of that team and running under his name, so I can run his setups and make him.
Well, the driven guys are definitely a force over here in iRacing. Brennan, we're out there tonight live, the newly coined Full Velocity Racing Network. We're on Facebook Live, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch TV. So anybody out there watching, you may want to say hello to or thank any family, friends, sponsors, other teammates, whoever else may be out there. The floor is all yours there, bud. Take it away here live.
Yeah, I just want to thank the guys over at Driven again, and just want to thank you guys for putting on this and helping out Sim Addicts and broadcasting and putting them out there for us. Just
Absolutely. We're happy to do so. There you have it, folks. The driver of car number 714. The door slamming. Brennan Lacey going to drive here in the third spot here tonight to Williams Grove Speedway. We'll let him go. We'll run down here. We'll talk to our second place finisher aboard car number 19. Jeremy Zarfos taking down second place tonight here at the Williams Grove Speedway. And Jeremy, a terrific run for you. A really good race car. Your car seemed to have more speed on the low side than anybody else has had out there, maybe with the exception of one of that two car. But first of all, tell us about the run you had. Really, really strong piece you brought here.
Yeah, it was okay. This is definitely my favorite track, probably my best track. I'm not a super great running the cushion. I will if I have to, but usually end up dying more than winning from that. So I learned to run the bottom. So it was a pretty good run. Can't complain.
And I think that's a product right there of learning to run the bottom and going down there, passing them where they ain't. What always seems a tough thing to do. Williams Grove over is a really tough little racetrack, as we know it's usually going to slide to the tight side. You're probably, especially through 3 and 4, are going to get stuck up high. But you have found something in your setup to make that car turn down. Well, not only turn, but you found the moisture there. You're able to keep the speed of that thing. That's really impressive. I don't know if you want to give away the secrets, but who's responsible out there for helping you get that thing as quick as it was?
I'll be honest, I wish I had gotten some tips over time, but just a lot of laps running slick, running some leagues during the week that tracks get super, super slick and you really got to find the grip. So Um, I do well at Williams Grove with that. Sometimes you even die on the bottom. You are going so darn slow, and it gets so narrow down there. You're running so close to the inside wall. I've definitely hit those inside walls a lot. We've met.
Well, you had a heck of a run here tonight in the 19 car. Won your heat race, but led a lot of laps up there, and you found that two car coming up behind, which certainly happens to a lot of us out here in iRacing. But Jeremy, the first time I think we've had you here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We're out there live tonight, as always, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. So anybody out there who may be watching or following that you want to thank, friends, family, or sponsors, take it away. The floor is all yours. Give those all a shout out.
Yeah, thanks, Sim Addicts, for having me. Appreciate you broadcasting. I think it is the first time I've been on with you guys. So thanks to Dave Blaney Racing, iRacing team, J&B Medical Supply, Mohawk Northeast, Ryan Blaney Family Foundation, Wicked Energy Gum, all the other sponsors. Great race of the two car there. He came kind of from nowhere, and I had to really step it up because he was a lot faster than me getting to me. So I really had to step it up. So congrats to him. I know he said he doesn't race these a whole lot. So for I'm a guy who does race dirt pretty much all the time and dirt sprint cars. So it's I'd say that's a pretty good feat for him. So congrats to him, and thanks to all my teammates.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there you have it, folks. Great run tonight for our second place finisher, car number 19. Jeremy Zarfos bringing it home tonight, a 360 sprints over at the Cinematics here. A terrific runner-up finish. But now we're going to run down here toward Victory Lane. And anytime we get down here and talk to the driver of tonight, the number 3, Kendall Tucker, number 2, I should say, the 2 car in Victory Lane. Kendall, terrific run for you, man. You just have a knack of these sprint cars. And right here at the Williams Grove Speedway from 13th to the win here tonight in the A-Main. Tell us how you did that, man. Awesome, awesome job.
Well, I'd say you could probably take that race right there and make it a 30 for 30 on Sports Center or something, because that was honestly just a miracle. That's my first ever 360 sprint car race. I jumped in with a minute left in qualifying, just did awful in qualifying, but put it about dead last. Ran awful in the heat race, and then just for the A, one of my friends hooked me up with the set, and it really just took off. I'm not going to say his name, but I'll leave that up for speculation. But as soon as the race started, man, I knew I had a rocket ship. I was just really having to bide my time and and wait around and let everybody just sort themselves out. Was able to pass a couple cars, and I looked up and I was running seventh or eighth, and I just started ripping the lip, and I was able to gain a bunch of speed. I don't know if everybody just didn't know that groove was there, just wasn't comfortable running it, but I was pretty comfortable up there running it.
Yeah, you certainly were. Made it dance up high as you normally do out there when we see you on our airwaves, of course. But I got to ask you, I haven't talked to you in a while since this new iRacing build came out here. The racetrack seemed to get a whole lot slicker. How'd that fare here to the Williams Grove Speedway for you out here? As you said, for the first time in the 360, wasn't what you expected.
But I would say I wasn't really expecting anything. You know, I probably wouldn't be the right guy to ask about how a sprint car handles from update to update. But I mean, it felt pretty good. My car was really latched down in the slick. You know, I was just having to be really easy on the throttle. Guys looked like they were just gassing up in the slick just a little too much. And I was able to just really just go half throttle up there, especially in 3 and 4. And I think that was one of the few guys to be able to go up there and make it work. And I feel like that was why.
Yeah, you absolutely did there, Kendall. Well, it's been a little while since we talked to you here live now on the newly coined Full Velocity Racing Network here. The Full Velocity guys teaming up with the VRN guys, and we got this big giant machine forming here now. So it's cool for that. Cool to have you back here in Victory Lane. I think you may remember how this next bit goes. So I'm going to toss you the mic. We're out there live as usual, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. So anybody out there to say hello to or thank, the floor is yours, my friend. Take it away.
Yeah, I got to give a big thanks to all the guys at Z6. They really didn't do a whole lot of work getting the sprint car set up in. But anyways, I had the Z6 logo on the side of my car, so I'll give a big thanks to them. And I got some pretty big news. I think I was able to showcase my abilities enough in the sprint car this past week that I think Team VLR and Howard Weaver, I think they're going to let me do some part-time races with the VLR sticker on the side of my car. So that's such an honor having Howard Weaver so well known in iRacing. He's fell off a bit here lately, but it's just an honor for him to take me under his wing in the sprint cars and stuff. You know, he's really not that good no more, but I'm just glad I was able to in my first ever VLR race to get a win and get it for Howard. You know, I know he was up there on the spotters tower just jumping and yelling, and like he was up there driving it, and I was having to tell him to calm down. But you know, just I have to keep him in check. I think it kind of surprised him more than it did myself coming up and flying up there through the field like that. But I'm just glad I was able to get this win for Howard. I know this meant a lot to him. Me and him's coming off tough losses in college basketball. His Vols went down yesterday, and my Tar Heels went down about 30 minutes ago. So I feel like he had a lot of emotion built up from that game, and I was a little more level headed. But just to be able to get this win, man, it's pretty emotional. To overcome all the adversity over the night, man.
Well, from one guy who bleeds that Tar Heel blue to another, brother, I'm mourning the loss with you. But good to see one of the heels here out there tonight in Victory Lane. Kenner, congratulations, brother. An awesome job. And great to talk to you once again there, friend. Keep in touch. And good luck out there, all the racing you've been doing. I know you've been really busy.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
All right, there you have it, folks. Here live tonight, the Williams Grove Speedway. Kendall Tucker driving the Deuce here this evening. Ends up at Victory Lane over here at the Addicts 360 Sprint Car Series. So that is going to do it for us here live tonight in the Full Velocity Racing Network. We're going to take tomorrow night off, as we always do on the weekends here. Saturday, always a good day of rest, but we'll be back here with a full slate of races coming up this Sunday night. We got the Stars on Dirt coming up at 7 p.m. here on Sunday night, and then also Todd of the gang over at DWR. Be there back for some street soccer racing this coming week with the Sunday Shootout Series. It is always going to be a great time, so look up to all our links. Check us out. Full Velocity Racing Network right here live on Facebook. Look up the channel here on YouTube as well. Follow us at Twitch TV as the changeover continues to happen. The new logos are all out there for you to see, so hope you guys are enjoying that and a lot of good things to come. Thanks for tuning in this evening. Enjoy your weekend and be safe out there, everybody. Good night.